Hi everybody, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Nessa, and this sleepy pooch right here is Sophie, and what we're going to be talking to you about today is your puppy's spay surgery. Now, Sophie had her surgery this week, so today is about day 4 in her recovery, and she's been doing really well, but she's been very sleepy, as you can tell right now. Sophie's about 6 months old, so she's just a couple weeks past 6 months, and the vet recommended that we do the surgery anywhere between 5 and 7 months, or preferably 5 and 6 months. And the thing is, if you go online, there's a lot of conflicting evidence about when to get your puppy spayed. And the thing is, I think it gets a little specific as well with breed, and I didn't want to overthink it. So I just figured I'd go with the vet's idea. They're a professional in their field. Let's just do it at 6 months. So we were gonna do it on her 6-month anniversary week. Things changed because of COVID. We had to push back the surgery a couple of weeks. So now she's home, she's resting well, and she's recovering very well. So going into the surgery, I didn't have very many expectations because, again, I didn't want to go online and see any kind of horror stories or anything like that, because I'm sure there's plenty. All we really knew is that we couldn't feed her or give her anything to drink after midnight the night before, and then we just had to drop her off between 9 and 10 in the morning and pick her up again anywhere between 4 and 7 that afternoon. Sophie, you know what day it is today? Surgery day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. We have to drop her off. We're just gonna have a quick breakfast before we go. And then we're gonna drop her off at the vet's and then pick her up later. It's gonna be weird not having you around. What am I gonna do without you the whole day? Sophie, where are we going? You're lucky you don't come to the vets too often, otherwise you'd be freaking out. Not good things come when you go to the vet. Hi, Sophie. Are you nervous? You're not nervous. You don't even know it's coming. So Sophie's gonna get her surgery today. She's also gonna do her heartworm test kit as well. So hopefully that'll come back okay. Right? And then we're gonna see each other later. Okay, say bye everybody.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
We will see you soon.
She knows where we're at. She's like, you guys took me here.
No. Hi, baby.
Okay, come on, Sophie. Say bye-bye.
Hi, Sophie.
When we went to go pick her up, the vet gave us a list of things of what to do and what not to do and expectations for Sophie. We were supposed to avoid excessive jumping and playing, no excessive drinking, no excessive eating. She does have to wear her cone now for about 14 days in order to prevent herself from looking at the incision site. So with these lists of things that the vet provided, it doesn't seem too difficult in order to restrain her movements for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Any questions, though, definitely give us a call, okay?
Perfect, sounds good.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, guys. Have a good day.
Bye, you too.
Sophie! Oh my goodness. Hi, sweetie. She's like, get this cone off of me. Hi, Sophie. Oh, her eyes look a little out of it. Do you see that? Hi, sweetie. Oh, she looks so tired.
Hi, baby.
I'm gonna have to put her down. As much as I would want to hold her while she's not feeling so well, I'm gonna have to put her down. So let's see what she looks like when I put her down. Go very gently. The first day bringing her home, there weren't any complications or any issues. We didn't notice any drainage or pus or blood coming out from the incision site. There was no vomiting. She ate her food okay. She drank just a little bit. She didn't really drink much the first day. We didn't go for a walk. The vet did say we could go for a walk that day, but she was honestly not feeling it. She was very slow, very quiet, just wanted to lie down. So we didn't take her for a walk the first day, but overall it was pretty okay other than going to sleep that night. What a small little boo-boo. I thought it was gonna be much bigger, but apparently it has those absorbable stitches, so they'll just melt away, so that's good. I thought she might have to go back in. I know it might be a little bit difficult maybe in a couple of days time once we kind of hit that 1 week mark where she starts to feel more mobile and less like the site is probably tugging at her. And then I think we're gonna be a little bit more worried because she's gonna try and get back into her jumping and climbing of stairs and wanting to play. So we really have to be on top of her. Oh, tail wag! Diet still stays the same, but she might not eat too much the night of. Again, no problem with that. We gave it to her very slowly, but she ate almost as much as she usually eats every night. That is worried she wasn't going to be eating, so I'm glad to see she's eating a little something because I didn't want her to be sick after.
Hey, come on. Come on. Go potty, Sophie. She's like, this is not what I asked. I just wanted to look outside. I didn't actually have to go. I think what I'm going to do is see if she goes now. And if she doesn't, I'm going to have to test putting her in her crate because I want her to get used to it for her to sleep tonight. So as you can tell, we're not enjoying our potty time outside. I think she's just very sad. Why are you crying? Poor thing. Hey.
So usually she sleeps in her crate with a pillow. She was not able to sleep that first night. I brought her upstairs to my room. She usually sleeps in the hallway, so I'm like, okay, let me put her in my room. We sleep beside each other. I put pillows on the ground. I got a blanket. I was ready to make sure that this puppy had a good night's sleep, and it did not happen. She cried the whole night long. Maybe for a couple of hours she stopped, but she just cried the whole night long, and nothing I did helped. I tried giving her treats, I tried, petting her, putting my hand to the cage, nothing worked. Just finished up her breakfast, so I kept her here in her crate while we had some breakfast so I could keep an eye on her, no jumping, no craziness. We had a bit of a rough night. I didn't sleep much, Sophie didn't sleep much, so that's how you can tell she's a little bit tired, but I think she's still also loopy from yesterday. I'm getting her breakfast together right now. Got her kibble, and then I need to give her one of these syringes this morning, and then another one tomorrow morning. She's supposed to take these with food, and I'm supposed to squirt it directly into her mouth, so we're gonna see how that goes. Sophie, you ready to eat? Come on, let's get you out of that thing. The next day, she got a little bit better in terms of her mood. So she was now wagging her tail, she was eating okay, she drank a lot. The second day, she was drinking like a lot. So we had to kind of make sure she didn't drink too much all at once. You ready to eat? Look. I think she's really thirsty though this morning. She's drinking already like half a liter of water. Good girl, Sophie. Got some yummy hot dog treats, but I have to give you your medicine, okay? And then you get yummy hot dog treats, I promise. I know, sweetie. I know. You want a special treat? I'll get you a special treat after. Good girl. Good girl, Sophie. There you go. Have a couple of hot dogs. Good girl. That was actually not too bad. It's day 2 of post-surgery for Sophie. And as you can tell, she is currently falling asleep, standing up, because she got no sleep, and for some odd reason she's refusing to lie down in her crate even though there's enough room. She's laid down in there before. She has no problem fitting. I took the divider out. She's just not wanting to lie down. And she'll lie down on the floor outside of her crate and on the couch. Poor thing is so tired. She must be uncomfortable because she doesn't want to put any more pressure on her legs there. She's so tired she falls asleep standing up. She wakes herself up just as she's tilting to the side. Yeah, you do. That's you. We went for a walk. She was okay putting on the harness. She was okay going around the neighborhood. No problems whatsoever. I did take off the cone a couple of times just to let her scratch and to go and sniff the grass in the backyard a little bit. But again, this was with 100% supervision because I didn't want her to look at the incision site. She just seems so much more comfortable here, and I think she needs a break from her crate. Hopefully she'll be able to kind of settle here. She spent a lot of the day sleeping. Coming to the second night, I was like, okay, this is not working. She's still crying. What is going on? So I thought, you know what? During the day, she had no problem sleeping in her doggy bed. She was using this bed a lot the second day, sleeping a lot in it. I'm like, let me try putting this bed in her crate. It's got this little levelness that you can see here for her to rest her little head on. And it's what was really working for her to sleep during the day. I'm like, let's try putting it in her crate. Her crate has more than enough room because I did take out the divider so she can move around with the cone on. It worked like a dream. She did cry a little bit, but it worked like a dream. She was able to sit down in her crate, put her little head up, and she was able to sleep. But again, I did sleep with her in the family room downstairs. So I didn't bring her up to my room because I figured that's kind of like a privilege. We slept together downstairs in the family room. I was on the couch. She looked into my eyes directly until she fell asleep. And I was like, you know what? She's sleeping, I'm happy.
Got your yummy hot dog treats. Even on a full tummy, I'm sure you'll take some of these. Okay, you ready? Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Look at that. Yummy, yummy, huh? Okay, last time, okay? Oh, she already knows it's coming. It's okay. It's okay. I think last time it helped opening her mouth from the top, right? Wait. There you go. Yummy.
That probably tastes terrible.
She doesn't seem like she's that worried by it. Good girl. Good girl, Zoe. Yeah, now we gotta put your cone back on, and you hate that cone, don't you? Gotta get it scratched before I put it back on. Oh, there's a good scratch. Hey, Sophie, how's day 3 going after your surgery? Huh? So I just came back from a walk. I have Sophie's bed in here instead of her pillow because the bed has this elevated rim. And last night when she was trying to sleep, I think that was the main problem, was that she didn't have this elevated rim to put her head on. So she has enough space in her crate to turn around and to lie down. So she could have a bigger space, of course. Wet dog couldn't, but she does fit in here, so that was really good news. So I'm hoping she's gonna take a little nap now. Look how cute, look at that little tongue sticking out. Gotten a little hot outside today, so she's panting because of that. So I've got little Miss Sophie here on her leash because I don't want her to be jumping all around. And I've got her snuffle mat. So I'm gonna see if the snuffle mat will help her release some of her energy because she hasn't been having her 3 times a day playtime. So we're gonna see if this will work. So I've got some cheeses hidden in here. So I'm just using some high value treats here for her, and she's already waiting in anticipation here beside me. Good girl, Sophie. So I'm gonna use this to help her get out some of that extra energy. Sophie, sit. Good girl. Wait. Ah. We're also working on weight. Good girl, Sophie. Wait. 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 Yes. I think I'm gonna take off the cone. Okay, the cone is off. And I'm gonna be here watching her, so I'll see if she licks or anything like that. But it'll make it a lot easier for her to forage around and scavenge in the snuffle mat when she has the cone off. Look at that, look at her go. Good girl, Sophie. Little tail is wagging. So she's enjoying it. So this is day 3 post-surgery. She hasn't been as tired or as nappy today. That's good, she's returning more and more to her normal self. All right, so we'll leave her to scavenge for a little bit more. It's been 4 days since Sophie's surgery. So she had her surgery day, and now it's been 3 days since that. And today is finally the first day where she has been back to her normal self. We can't do our playtime like we usually do, or a lot of the physical things that we used to do. But in terms of her attitude and everything like that, she's back to being our Sophie, except she's got a little cone on and she's not too happy about her cone. Let's see. Hi, Sophie. Hi. Overall, the surgery went really well. I was expecting, Sophie to be in pain, to be whimpering, to not be able to move, to have her mood changed a little bit. But no, she's been a dream puppy, very well behaved, very well relaxed, as you can tell. And so far it's been pretty good, other than the couple of sleepless nights. I mean, she's been amazing. My only concern is that this might become a problem going forward, because now on the 3rd day, yesterday, she had the same problem again. She would not sleep in her crate with now this bed in it. She would still continue crying downstairs. So again, I moved the crate from the hallway
into the family room, slept on the couch with her again, and she was able to sleep no problems. So basically, first night it was a struggle to sleep, and then the other 2 nights, no problems if we had this bed and I was sleeping beside her on the couch. So now tonight is the 4th night, and I'm a little worried because I want to see if she's going to be able to sleep on this bed in her crate in the hallway without me beside her, because I feel like we're going to be reverting back to her crate training from when she first came home, and I'm a little bit worried that we're going to be going to her crying all the time and whining all the time in the crate at nighttime, and I really don't want that to happen because that already took a couple of months for that to kind of go away. Day 4, in terms of her behavior and everything like that, like, she's been a dream. She sleeps a little bit more than she usually did before her surgery, but she's healing up. That's super important for her to have her sleep time. Behavior wise, she's good as well, and we're not having any issues. I know I saw online was people talking about incontinence, so your puppy not being able to hold themselves and wait to go outside to relieve themselves. I haven't had any issues with that. She's in her crate when I'm working. When she's out of her crate, I'm watching her and I give her a potty break as soon as I take her out. And we also stay on top of her just to make sure that she doesn't have that issue. But it might also just be chance that Sophie here just doesn't have that issue. I mean, it's probably dependent on your puppy or your dog. I'm hoping that she will be able to sleep downstairs in the crate again like she was doing beforehand, and that her scar will continue healing up nicely so that we can take the cone off and we can go back to our regular routine of playtime and exploring and everything like that. I'm gonna leave this update here as it is. We're about day 4 now, so I'll probably do an update in about a week for you to see what Sophie's surgery site looks like and how she's able to handle everything, if her mobility has changed, if she's getting more back to normal, because I'm curious to see too, because I've never experienced this before. So I'll give you guys an update in about a week's time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps anybody that is a little bit unsure about when to get their puppy spayed or what to expect. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what your experience is like, what happened with your dog or puppy. Give us any tips. I'm totally up for more tips. Please subscribe if you're interested in more content. Once Sophie gets back to normal, we're going to be doing lots of cool things, and I've also got the 1 week update coming up next week as well, so please stay tuned for that. Bye for now from me, and bye from a sleepy Sophie.